All right, guys, good morning. Buenos dias, as Colombians say. So I had a pretty, really solid day. Trading wise, turned out to be exactly what happened yesterday.
Hi, thanks for watching my video. My name is Andrew Aziz and I'm the author of How to Day Trade for a Living. In this channel, I'm showing my daily trades on the US stock market. I hope that you enjoy the videos. Make sure to subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching and welcome to my channel.
I traded something that I quickly got squeezed. I got stopped out quickly. So this is my open position and this is my PNL. I went short PDD and I saw that this is a wrong trade. I quickly covered. I actually didn't see how much of a loss I had, but I knew that I had to cover it because I'm trading in a hotel. I have only two screens now. I'm gonna change it later when I go into my Airbnb. But I really needed to cover because it absolutely was against my trade ideas, and then quickly flip my position to the long. And as you see here, is pretty much a 4 to 1, 5 to 1 risk to reward. And this is absolutely important, very important to, I can emphasize this concept of risk to reward, that you accept one loss and then you get 4R. At the end of the day, you're down with $16,000. This is, again, this is a, actually, this might actually play around with that. So this is the loss that I had, and then this is the win that I had. So again, the concept of the risk to reward is exactly some the things that I want to actually emphasize on that. But anyway, so as you see here, I still have 1,400 shares of PDD. I think there is a chance for it to continue for the day go up. Although I lost pretty much my hope that it really had continue going higher. But now saying that, let's see what actually we got to today. So PDD is, I don't know, I think it's a Chinese company. I forgot. We traded that in the past a lot. If I go to the weekly chart, you see, had a massive run after the pandemic, went up, and then it's a really huge sell-off. I remember trading it in below $10, $20. And then now, I think there was some sort of a news. It came again, don't make fun of me, but I don't remember what was the news.
Yeah, PDD had it had earnings news and some really strong sales reports coming from their Temu app that is really gaining a lot of users. So people were definitely coming into this one to grab some.
It's a Chinese company, yes?
Yeah, Pinduoduo. It was with Baba and like JD and all of those tickers
Oh
were
yeah, I
really
remember
hot
that.
like a year and a half or 2 years
Yeah.
ago. That PDD was one of those that were hitting our gappers list like every day.
Yeah, absolutely. So now here's the situation. This is very important part of the trading now. So it was gapping up. So in the pre-market, obviously, it was very, very strong, 15% up, very nice, solid, high of the pre-market, as you see here at around 136. Obviously, I just mark it here, high of the pre-market. At the open, it popped up, really rejected this high of the pre-market, closed in 1 minute as a doji. And then, it turned out to be a very nice 1 minute open range breakdown, but it was above the VWAP. VWAP is the blue line, as you see here. So it was above the VWAP. It came down. I took it short below the VWAP, and I said, okay, it's gonna sell off, because you see sometimes that this is panicking in the pre-market, and then it sells off all day. And I was thinking that potentially maybe we can go to 133. Here is a very bound level 133. I thought that we might actually go to 133. So I shorted that. But remember, when you're shorting a very strong stock, something that is up 15, 18, 19% out of really good news, you got to be careful. Brian has a famous sentence that I don't like to short the strongest stocks. And this is the situation. I shorted that, and it quickly bounced back from that 133, came back up. I didn't see how much PNL I had. I just covered, because my idea was you are not staying short above the VWAP for my strategy. And I, kind of knew that this is the strongest stock, went below the VWAP, now shorts are covering. And I tried to take it for 1 minute open range breakup. I went long, and I got a partial fill here on different areas because the price action was really high. So I went long here, popped up toward the break of high of the day. And again, this is a very volatile. At 134, popped up to 136, $2. I partialed out, and I saw that, okay, the order flow is super bullish. I added more for the break of high of the day. So I added heavy at a break of high of the day, really partial out really nicely, all the way up to close to 140. I really wanted to get 140. We get all the way up to 139.88 is the high of the day right now. So we got that. So, and then it did a really nice consolidation. I think I added one more time here at 139. I was really hoping to get to that 140. Again, it's a very long consolidation. So I switched it to the 5 minute chart. And as you see here, we really struggled to go there. I had even my order up there, and we really never got to 140. Came down. Again, it really didn't go to my break-even point. very close, but really never went to my break-even point. Break-even point is 136.27. So never done that. I'm still in there. I don't know. I mean, probably I should get out of it because it doesn't seem that it has a lot of momentum. But I'm getting out. But the key point that I want to emphasize here is, guys, that you get out. You don't even see your PNL. I didn't even see my PNL here. And then later I found this closed position PNL window, and I said, oh, yeah, that was a bad loss. But I saw that if I'm getting a squeeze, probably a lot of people are getting a squeeze, and it's a good flip. And that's what exactly we did. So that was the only trade that I did, and I was blown away by how Thor traded Tesla. I'm gonna let him explain his own trading. But one thing that happened during the day, and Thor mentioned, is that one of the Fed's speaker, he said something during the day that he had a speech and said, if the inflation comes down, there's no point really keep the rates higher. And then the market really started rallying up at around 10:37. And it's good news and Thor said something very interesting. This Fed's speech didn't matter before 2021, really. Now this is a new thing that we have to adopt ourselves into trading. Like back in 2013, 14, when we were trading, nobody cared about Fed that much. The inflation and interest rate wasn't really that sensitive. But now this is a new thing that you have to adapt to yourself because the market is super sensitive to Fed's speech, Fed's decision, Fed's targets, and inflation reading. Anyways, so Thor, when you traded short Tesla, I was saying, oh, this guy is out of his mind. This Tesla seems really strong above the VWAP. But what I want to actually show you here is that he did an amazing trade on Tesla. And another thing is that very interesting is that not only he made money on the short on Tesla, Paris, the other trader, and Jared, they made long on Tesla. So it means
And
that
they're killing
really,
it right now.
yeah, and it's amazing because it shows that one stocks, two traders find it into the different direction, and then both they make money. Now I'm gonna show actually your the trade. So here, and go for it. So explain, and I will later show Tesla's trade by Paris.
So I actually and just stopped out of Tesla for a loss on it as well. So I'll just throw that out because you can actually see where it says back short 1 hour risk, and Tesla's above that now. So basically a strategy, and we have it posted into our education center here at BBT, which is what I call the R3 to S3 traverse. It's an inside play that basically just runs ranges, and it's basically just works on the assumption we don't have enough volume to go through the large orders that are left to the top side, and we're going to move towards lower bids. So basically, I took 1 hour stop trying to get into it, but I got a really good price on my re-enter. And got a nice move to the downside, made good profit, did an add, and then covered most of it down near S3. S3 for the same thing in the other direction is often where we look to buy. And sure enough, we bought off of S3 and started moving up, so I stopped out the rest. I didn't think we had enough volume at the time, so I went ahead and got back short at R3. Me personally, I don't long into selling ranges, even if the order book is bullish. It works from time to time, but the vast majority of the time it won't. So, and I don't trade based upon things I think, I just stay with statistics. But I mean, the order book was really bullish and the tape hit strong, and they're squeezing it like crazy right now. So I know Paris, I know Jared, and I know like half the trading room right now basically is long on Tesla out of, I would say, kind of like around the PDC area. And it's just an absolute great buyout. So good trade on them for sure. It's a great one.
Yeah, so PDC is around 236. So you went short and you got to stop that. You went back short again, which is absolutely no problem. Again, you lose 1 R, and then you're gonna get, this is a 4 R, something like a 4 R. And then you add it here. You add another R into that as well. So this is like a 1 to 4, 1 to 3, 1 to 5. This is amazing. And then you get stopped out completely. Obviously, that's your break-even point. And again, trade management for professional traders is always like that. This is a trade. So you go long, you go short, you start partialing, you add here, you start partialing, and now your average somewhere around here. I think your ads probably will equal size because now it's kind of really in the middle. So, and then you get a stop out at the break even. So see, and that's a really nice thing. And then you went short again and you got a stop out. But in reality is, it's very important to have a proper strategy and a trade management, risk management. That's what make a huge difference. And as you mentioned, Thor, I'm going to actually show Paris trade. Paris tries to get a red to green here. He got a stopped out, but that's okay. You take that a small loss, and you're going to come here, and this is the trade that Paris did. So he went back long again at 1045, and he got that red to green move. This is the 236. You get the red to green move, and then on the pullback he adds that, and because of the news that we got and the order flow is in his favor, and boom, he's back, baby, as he said that. So Jared did the same trade. I think Jared did a bunch of trades on that. Jared, he doesn't usually screenshots like Paris and Jared, but if he does, I can actually share that as well. So amazing trading opportunities, guys. Even though the market's kind of super flat and boring, and I'm kind of get bored by looking at my position, and the long term doesn't go up and down. But you got at these intraday moves, which is amazing. However, it's very important to have that strategy, guys. It's very important to stick to your rules, and otherwise you're gonna blow up your account. And we discussed that this is very similar to a gambling addiction. Very, very important. And don't take any trade that you don't see it's a thing. A lot of people said, Andrew, are you going to take any trade? And I said, no, I'm not going to take any other trade because PDD was enough for me. And it's like drinking. A social drinker, at the party, you take one drink, you feel good, you take second drink, you still, a little bit tipsy, you socialize, it's a social lubricant, but you're not going to go after the third one. An alcoholic, they don't know when to stop. And that's what makes them different from a social drinker and an alcoholic. The traders as well, the good traders know when to stop. The over traders, the people who blow up their account, they just don't know when to stop. And this is extremely important to have that. Other than that, guys, Peak Capital is going really well. We have 16 or 17 people as of yesterday, really good profits. I'm looking forward to send them the check, and really ready for the next round. I think Thor is going to do live trading sessions, which is the addition that we have into the previous. I think Thor didn't have the live trading, and now he is going to have the live trading. Super excited for that. And that's awesome. So I'm in Colombia. I love Colombia, and I love actually trading on the Eastern time zone. That no wonder why Thor is such a good trader, because man, your brain at 6 a.m. and your brain at 9 a.m. are completely different. Like, it's really different engine. All right, thank you so much, guys. And Thor, thank you for covering the morning. You guys are in a treat because Paris and Jared and Thor, they're all coming, and so much just like a sponge I was absorbing today. So you guys are really in a treat. Have a good day, guys, and see you tomorrow morning in the chat. Ciao.
Thank you.